about on Facebook that have been negative and frankly turned me away from wanting to be involved with you or the team, to be totally honest with you. So how do you plan on making that easier for people like me to come? Because right now it's uncomfortable.
Definitely, it's all about coming to the table and laying aside any hostilities of the past, laying aside these past grudges and past interactions that have led to this animosity within the party, and just saying what's best for the party moving forward, what's best for supporting our candidates, what's best for growing people, getting people out to events, getting people out to getting donors, things like that.
Is that going to start tonight? Because it's
Sure.
still going on.
I'm doing it. Brendan.
Clayton, what kinds of projects do you see as necessary for the continued growth of the Libertarian Party here in this county?
Well, things like Normal, they're having a 420 event on 419. They're a single issue group that libertarians definitely agree with. Going out and showing our support and even doing things with them in the future where we can highlight our candidates. We can go out and bring local candidates and say, guess what, Houston Normal, these people all support your issue. That does leaps and bounds, because right now there's a heavy Democrat presence and there's a heavy Republican presence within it. And if you come in and say, guess what, there may be a couple Democrats that are good on this, a couple Republicans that are good on this issue, but all libertarians are good on this issue, that lights the spark like never before. Any more?
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
I've seen you on Facebook advocating your particular religious points of view, which I understand is to be an atheist. And I've seen comments where you criticize people who are Christian. Now, what I want to ask
what does this have to do with me running for the county
it
chair?
does have something to do. What I want to know is, if you became an officer of the party,
Yes.
would you walk away from trying to persuade people? How would you separate your advocacy with your personal philosophy from the presentation of the party?
I always separate my personal beliefs from what I advocate for through the party, because what I personally believe should have no effect on political processes, law, or anything. My personal beliefs are only on that level, and philosophical and almost an academic level. And I really honestly don't see the relevancy of that, though. Jeff, sorry.
Clayton, you were speaking earlier about the focus on activities in other counties. If you're elected, will you focus on Harris County and actually try to build the party here as opposed to spending time around the state?
Definitely. I'm local. I'm a local guy. Spend time in Harris County, I think, about 7 days a week. So, Ashley, I'm sorry.
I think I know where Tom's coming from when he says that, just because some of the posts on there, and if you're the figure for the vice chair, then people are going to see that. They're going to add you on Facebook. They're going to see this, and if you're calling somebody who doesn't like GMOs an idiot, then they're going to get offended and they're not going to want to come. I'm just saying that's how I get it. Sometimes it can be a little offensive, but I personally ignore it, but I understand that it could turn people that are new away.
I understand. Brandon, sorry.
Could you tell me what you do for a living or status of life, that sort of thing?
I'm a student. I'm currently attending HCC. I'm doing it because HCC is cheap, and I want to graduate with no student loans. That's my goal. I want to graduate debt free. Other than that, I do odd jobs. I work for my mom's friend on the time to get my cash. Other than that, Brandon.
Well, I was just going to make a comment in particular about your religious beliefs. As we've had many discussions, I'm actually a very devout Christian, and I personally don't find Clayton's exercise of his First Amendment rights on his personal Facebook that offensive to me. we're a libertarian party. We shouldn't be interested in what we're doing in the privacy of our own homes, on a private Facebook. Now, if it'd be one thing if he was advocating these things on a party Facebook, but certainly not a personal wall. So, Clayton, you know, I appreciate everything you have to say. We have some fundamental disagreements, but you know, I support your right to exercise that speech.
So, yes, Mr. Klein.
Mr. Hunt, you and I have had several conversations in recent weeks about a tactic I've been talking about, which is working on the small city level, cities that are home rule cities with charters where a handful of activists can actually get signatures on election days and put a policy change on the ballot with a charter amendment. Now, this is a book that I gave you from the Lucy Burge Institute.
Yes.
It talks about that. We have 22 cities in Harrison County, which are home rule cities, most small population, where that tactic can be easily put into play. You've indicated you like that idea. Tell us something about how you put that tactic into play in Harrison County.
I love that idea. One thing, especially with Mr. Klein's ideas, is those are easy victories. We can go into a small city, and you don't actually have to live within the city to collect signatures to put it on the ballot. Find people, especially on election day, that are gathered in one central location, and get signatures. And when people come up to you and say, "Well, what victories does the Libertarian Party have?" You know, we can say, "Well, we actually changed this law. We eased the burden of government, not just sat and waxed academic about it." And it's, I mean, for one thing, you have to go to Houston Property Rights Association. I know they're meeting tomorrow, and listen to Mr. Klein, and he's made an optimist out of me. Any more questions? Thank you, Bill.